Good evening, everybody. Welcome to an edition of i2i Live. My name is Kyle. I am part one of the dynamic duo that is i2i Disney Through Our Eyes. Jessica, the other and the better half, is not here tonight, as you can tell. It's just me here on a Monday night at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. We talked about doing this a little bit couple of weeks ago, maybe even a month now ago, about maybe trying to do more of these, maybe on Monday nights. I haven't had a chance to do it on a Monday night since then, but here I am now, testing out this theory once again of trying to give you guys, our viewers, our subscribers, a little bit more content from us, a little bit more streaming and live content from us from this aspect. So here I am tonight to discuss Disney Plus and other Disney news that you want to talk about tonight. So I appreciate you tuning in, whether you're watching this live or on the replay. Obviously, I'll hopefully be interacting with some people live, so won't be able to interact with you on the replay if you're watching this. But if you are here live, I'd love to hear from you, and I might even try something that might not work so well. I don't know how it works on this format as opposed to something else I do with another live streaming format for another venture that I do. But here we are tonight, just hanging out and talking about Disney Plus and other Disney news. So if you're here, make sure you give me a hello, hi, whatever is going on in your world. I'd love to know who I'm chatting with tonight on this live stream. And if you would make sure you do me a favor as well, if you'll make sure you smash that like button and even share it out on social media, because it obviously does help when you do that and to push it out to other formats out there. So with that being said, I guess I should get into, before people get in here, used this earlier, the meat and potatoes of what I wanted to discuss tonight, and that being Disney Plus. We are on the eve of what has been a long-awaited time for Disney fans here. November 12th, 2019 will be the day that Disney changed the game forever and started their own streaming platform. Now, whether that's going to be a success in the grand scheme of things, we're going to find out very short order here tomorrow. I think everybody's excited for the launch of it. Everyone's excited for what it may or may not mean for Disney, the company, and some of the content they have. But I think the real whether it's going to work or not will be found out months and even a year or two after the fact that it's been sitting around doing some things for a certain time. So I just want to kind of preface that there, that we all are excited for it, but we don't exactly know how well it's going to go at this point. So we'll find out, though. We'll find out. So what I thought would be fun to do tonight is maybe hopefully hear from some of you out there, but give you what I'm most looking forward to. Now, some of this is going to be really, really obvious on Disney Plus. I think there's two big things that everybody is really looking forward to watching and streaming right away. And if I understand it correctly, Disney Plus launches at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning, and I think that's like 9. No, I got that right. Maybe it's 9 tomorrow. Anyway, it launches very early tomorrow morning. It's not like a midnight launch or anything like that, which is usually it's kind of what you'd expect for things. I'm actually shocked that they didn't want to do that because I guess maybe it's because they didn't want to have people ready for. I'm sure that the server and system crash that is going to happen on Disney Plus when everyone tries to log in at the same time and watch the exact same thing. So I think the two big things that everyone are going to be looking towards watching is obviously The Mandalorian, the Star Wars series, and then the Lady and the Tramp movie. A lot of people debated on whether they wanted a Lady and the Tramp live action movie or not. And you're getting it just in a Disney Plus format. So that'll be really interesting to see if both of those are a success. I really do think that the Mandalorian is going to be a success, but I am curious as to how the Lady and the Tramp will do. I will say the first trailer was kind of like, it was good. The second trailer really, really, really won me over in terms of excitement, in terms of just, ready to see what this is actually going to be about. So for Disney Plus, those would be the two obvious things that are new that I'm really, really excited for, and ready to see how it's going to change the game here. Now, The Mandalorian, obviously, I think it's kind of groundbreaking in the sense that Star Wars has never had a true live-action series done for it, in terms of, TV. Obviously, they've had the animated The Clone Wars 2 runs at it, actually. They've had the Resistance. They've had Rebels as well. But whether or not you can count those into that or not, they're animated, they're different. But a live-action series for Star Wars is what everybody has been clamoring for back in the days when George Lucas said that he had his own kind of idea for, I think it was the Underworld is what it was called, but long awaited and very much anticipated Star Wars, Mandalorian, the Star Wars series. I don't know if they're going to put that little moniker in there, but hey, there it is. Mouse Talk is here. He says, I didn't realize you were live. Hello. Yes, I decided to again try and test out a live chat and discussion on Monday nights at 9:30, I think is what I'm going to shoot for here. I do something else live on Facebook for another thing, a podcast, group of podcasts that I do. It takes a little while to kind of break down from that, decompress from that, and then to set back up. So here I am live, Walt and Melissa. I don't know if it's just Walt or just Melissa or both of you, but appreciate you guys hopping on here. We're just talking about Disney Plus and what we're looking forward to watch tomorrow on when it breaks. And Walt, you may be able actually to answer. Does it debut at 6 a.m. tomorrow, or is it 9 a.m. tomorrow? Because if it's at 9 a.m., I don't know who is going to be able to watch it, or maybe people will be watching it just at work. I know that I wish I could. I will not be able to, though. It is not a setup for me to watch Disney Plus out there. Some people may be able to do that and sneak that around. I just can't. So it's just not going to happen. Just Walt. Well, hey, Walt, that's great. I am, I'm glad, even if it's just you here, it's always good to see you on here. So he said, I heard 6 a.m. Let me actually do this here. On my format that I have with this, I don't use this a lot on YouTube, so I need to start trying to use it over here. I can bring your comments up there. He says, I heard 6 a.m. Yes, 6 a.m. is what I'm hearing as well. And here's the big question, since you're the main one in the room right now. Are you getting up at 6 a.m. to check it out? I'm getting up around 6 a.m., but not because I'm checking out Disney Plus. Now, that being said, I will probably find an excuse to go over and look at it before I go. But I've got to be at work early, and I just can't justify getting up early just to look at it unless I just happen to find some time. But you can bet. Actually, I won't be able to even do it on my lunch break, because my lunch break I've got things going on. I was going to say I would watch it on my lunch break, but it really won't be till tomorrow night how that happens. Let's see. I want to know how you set up your account. When I paid for the service, all I gave them was email, password, and my money. So, do I set up an account? Will that be good to find out? So here's the thing, Walt. I'll say this much: I have not set up anything. We are Verizon customers, and we are supposedly getting it free. So I really won't know anything until tomorrow because I haven't received an email. We received an email saying you get this with us, but I don't know how to do it, set it up. So that's the main thing, is I really don't know from that aspect how to do all of those things. I'm going to find all that out tomorrow. It will be interesting to say the least. But we get it free for, I think, a year. And then the scary thing about utilizing the free thing for Verizon is I know it's probably going to go up after that. So it's kind of like one of those things. Do you jump on and lock in like a 3-year deal? I think that's one of the things they have right now. or do you just go ahead and take the free year? I think you probably come out the same if you take a year and then you just take whatever the price increase next year is. I don't know that for a fact, but I would definitely say that's a possibility there, that we might be paying a little bit extra. He's asking, you get it with Verizon, how? They announced a deal with Verizon and said that they are getting it free. Is it a channel on Verizon? No, they said that somehow we're going to have access to it. Now, I know Verizon has their little, I think you would call it a mobile streaming app. I would bet that's what this is. It's going to be like us trying to get us to buy into their TV package thing that they have, and this is how they get you in there. I would assume that's how that works here. But I know that I'm planning on this only being a year, and we actually have to do the legit thing next year. But that's my understanding. Got an email. I saw the press release about it from Disney and Verizon, that we get Disney Plus for free for a year. How? I don't know. But it's like one of those things. You don't question those type of things. You just say, okay, I'll take it. But I'm sure tomorrow there will be complications and things you have to sign up for and all that kind of stuff. So I might be paying for it by the end of it. But regardless. So, Walt, how about this? Would you share how are you guys just buying it through the app? Like, how is your setup going on? Let me know there in the comments. I'd love to hear some other. And anybody else watching, if you're getting it through Verizon, if you've done the D23, really wanted to bite on that D23 deal, but I'm hearing now that it may not have been such a great deal after all. Like, it's not. I mean, I think you save some money over time, but you don't get as sweet of a deal as it sounded like, aside from being signed up for like D23 emails and a newsletter and things like that. But day one is fast approaching here. This is one of those times when I wish my work-life balance was even a little bit more different than it already has come in the last year, so I could just wake up and say, Disney Plus time, binge away, because I'd probably watch The Lady and the Tramp first to go ahead and just knock that out, but Disney Plus really has been pushing this Mandalorian hard, and I gotta watch the first episode of that. Let's see. I have Verizon, but they never told us that, or at least I don't remember. Now, I do remember one detail about it, Walt, is that you have to have unlimited for this, and we have unlimited, and we chose to pay for that. So that is one aspect where I do think that you're going to have that to have access to it. I bought it, and it will probably set it up through our Fire Stick. So that's that. I think we can access it through all the other things. Again, I really probably should have done a little bit more research about this has happened, but I was just going to wait until it happens tomorrow. Oh, look, they just dropped something else about the land. They are it is almost 10 o'clock at night, and they are still promoting that thing. They know some of us are sitting up waiting for it, and they are. I have these little setup phone updates for things from Disney, Star Wars, and Marvel, and one just popped up and said something else about the Mandalorian. They are hardcore pushing this thing tomorrow. So how about this? Let's Walt, since you're the main one here chatting. I see some other people watching, but chatting. Anybody else that's watching, feel free to comment along. What are you most interested to watch? And I'll ask something else if I get one of the answers I'm expecting there. MAE602 says, hello there. Hello there. Is it like the Obi-Wan voice? Hello there. Two Real Geeks in the house. What's up, guys? Yeah, it's just me tonight. Jessica is actually probably already asleep. I said that, I don't know if you guys were on the individual live stream I did a couple of weeks ago or a month ago. I was going to try to do more of these on Monday nights, and I haven't really had the timing and stuff set up. So I figured Disney Plus is coming out tomorrow. Let's get on and talk about it tonight. He says, you enjoying this cold weather, GA weather? Look, I am not unhappy about it after the heat that we had. It was toasty here for a long time. So yeah, I do think that it's going to be very interesting tomorrow to see what happens with Disney Plus. I'll set it up tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. Walt says, yeah, I think a lot of people are going to be setting it up at 6 a.m. Again, if I did not have to battle, and Two Real Geeks knows this, if I did not have to battle Atlanta traffic, I would be in front of this the entire time. That's the hope one day, is that I can, I do something else besides this on the side, is that I can do these things from home. But that's a ways off right now. But you guys being here and watching our channel and subscribing are part of that journey there. I want the Mando and the Clone Wars, he says. I haven't heard it called the Mando yet. Yes, is the Clone Wars season whatever the new one? That's not coming out immediately, right? I mean, I think you can obviously rewatch it. And I was in the middle of watching the series, and I was like episodes away from the end of it when they took it off Netflix. I was like, you got to be kidding me. So yes, I will probably get on that, finish out the Clone Wars so I can be ready for when that drops. But the Mandalorian is obviously high on my list, and the a lot of the other remakes as well. Walt says, I'm not interested in watching any of the remakes. They don't interest me. I think I'm interested in The Mandalorian and some of the other original content, plus watching some of the old movies. Now, Walt, come on. Look, I know you and I have discussed this before on other live streams we've done, that I know you're not a remake guy, but that Lady and the Tramp film, you got to, if you've seen anything about it, you got to know that looks so good. I'm really excited about the Lady and the Tramp. And honestly, those are the two big things that really that I think they're pushing the most tomorrow as their new things to kind of launch Disney Plus with. Two Real Geek says, I fight 285 every day and have to go to Johns Creek in the morning. Oh my goodness, that's just not fun. And you don't think that the Clone Wars is being dropped yet? Yeah, I don't think so either. By the way, did you see the Sandcrawler? It was there all week. If you're talking about my place of employment, yes, I did see it quite often, and I stopped and took pictures of it because it was awesome. Loved it, every minute of it. At the place where I work, we have people come in for Halloween every year. We've actually had the 501st Stormtroopers come and show up there. That was really cool to see them walking around. I'm just like, God, you just don't experience this every day. But they had other Star Wars stuff at my place of employment, and I guess I just say job at my job. It sounds so fancy. But yeah. Mouse Talk, or Walt, says, Lady and the Tramp remake does not interest me at all. I know the story and I don't need to see it in live action. I know I'm weird. It's not weird. Like, everybody's got their opinions, and that is perfectly fine. I just wish I could get you to get over the hump. I'm working on somebody else at work that's actually a former Disney cast member, and is very much in your camp of not boo, I shouldn't say that, but like no to the remakes. I don't really want to do those. But I got to tell you, I am really excited for that one. MAE says, I'm in Germany. Wow. See, okay, here's the cool thing about YouTube, is that we get people from all over the world. We've had someone from Brazil. We have a regular in Daniel Halverson, I haven't seen him pop in tonight, from Norway. We've got people from London, and Dee Hazel, and Disney Circus Girl. And I think she spends a lot of time in France as well. This is the cool thing about this stuff, is that we're talking to each other from across the world. That's really cool. But you don't get it till March 31st. MAE, that frustrates me for you, my friend. So the struggle is, and I think Disney Circus Girl said this to us in our social media accounts today, that she's going to be spoiled. She knows she is by the time you get it over there in across the pond, so to speak. So yeah, I can tell you this. Jessica and I haven't really fully decided how we're going to do all of this content. I think you can expect a Lady and the Tramp review from us, maybe the spoilers and non-spoilers, and you can probably expect we're going to at least do the first episode of The Mandalorian, and we're going to watch it, obviously, but in terms of us doing it as a episode every single time, we'll see. We got some scheduling challenges that might hinder that, but definitely make sure you know what you're watching on our channel before you watch it, if you don't want to be spoiled, because there will be things about it on there, and we'll work hard to not spoil it, maybe in the live stuff we do, but hey, we'll see. I had a hand in making that. Thanks for that. I'm with the fight. Oh my gosh, I had no clue you were in the 501st. I didn't know you. You, my friend, have just become even more my friend. That is awesome. That is absolutely awesome. I did not know you were in the 501st. I know they have the regular. I know I have a regular from Australia and Indonesia. See, that blows my mind, Walt, that we're all here hanging out together across this medium. It's just really cool. Let's see. I think I know who you're talking about. I had a convo with a person there, and that's in the 501st. Yeah, I think we probably are talking about the same person. Panda Gamer says, hello there. Will there be subtitles in Disney Plus? I hope so. I would imagine so. Disney is all about inclusivity and being accessible. So, I would bet that there are going to be subtitles, that there's going to be, efforts to cater towards those people that need that, or, don't speak a certain language and it's not available in that. I would imagine Disney Plus, maybe it's not available right away, but you can imagine that Disney Plus is going to do their best to make everybody happy. And you saw a lot of deals getting made this week, whether it was certain countries across the world getting it later in March, or the Disney and Amazon deal to have it on the Fire Stick. Huge win for us. We have an Apple TV, but only one. They're expensive, but we have a bunch of Fire Sticks in the house. So huge win there. Huge win. Let's see. So NYC is having a press viewing of The Mandalorian tomorrow night. I didn't know that. Lucky people. They are lucky. We need you to join the Rebel Legion, and 501st need you. Hey, we could talk, man. I don't know what time commitments are there, but that would be really cool to be able to say you were part of that. I don't know if I fit the frame of what you guys need for the 501st, but hey, that's pretty cool that you're in that, my friend. But back to some Disney Plus stuff. Okay, so look, how about this? We've got a little bit of time left before I was planning on being out here. Outside of remakes, The Mandalorian, what about some of the other new things that have been announced that you might be interested in? What if you can share that in the chat window right now? Some things, the Jeff Goldblum series about the world, whatever that is. The day as a Disney cast member. I think they've announced a little special about building or expanding the universe, meaning the Marvel universe. The High School Musical, the series thing, that's an interesting one. I will probably end up watching it at some point. It's not high on my list though. A lot of new stuff from National Geographic is also going to be on this list as well. Trying to see, I've got a kind of a quick list pulled up here. I mean, obviously there's all the regular content that Disney already has in their bins, and there's the Marvel series that are coming up, the short series such as What If, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, all that good stuff is going to be there coming up very soon. Monsters at Work, which is not dropped just yet, but that's going to be really interesting to see. Yeah, definitely. We can definitely see if we can make that work out sometime in the near future. Two Real Geeks, we'll see if we can't pull that off. Two Real Geeks also says the Jeff Goldblum show. That one's going to be really interesting. He's weirdly, like, he pulls you in for the weirdest reasons. He's an interesting man, and I can only imagine how that show is going to go. I forgot about this one. This is another great one. Encore one also. Yeah, the one about former theater and actors coming back in their in their more seasoned years to try to put on something again. I think that's a really cool concept. I'm sure that's going to have a lot of feel-good moments in it. That's a pretty good one there. I'm a huge animal guy, as some of you know, so the National Geographic stuff being available on there and doing all that kind of stuff is going to be huge for me. Two Real Geek says Jeff is the man. He is a man. He's an interesting man, but I love him. But it's always something. He's just a little too weird for my taste sometimes. But I still like watching him in movies, and I'm interested to see how this series is going to go. So I think, honestly, if I'm going to say the other thing, the new project that interests me outside of, Mandalorian and the Lady and the Tramp is going to be the Disney for a Day, or the Life in the Disney cast member series that they have. That one's going to be what really speaks to me, because I love inside information like that kind of stuff. Especially like they've been promoting this week the Lion King Broadway show, and showing I think her name is Zama, the lady who plays Rafiki in it, and kind of showing her behind the scenes, putting her makeup on. I love that stuff. Even if it's not Disney parks related, but seeing behind the scenes of everything is just really cool. When will the Disney Plus app be available on app stores? I would imagine at 6 a.m. tomorrow. That is the understood drop, and I would imagine that is when you will see it. And don't expect to get it. Don't be surprised if servers are down, and it is going to be a madhouse for sure. Just a madhouse. Two Real Geek says, I'm sure there's going to be more and more stuff added all the time that we can't even think of. I have a feeling each month we will get more. Yes, I don't know about month. I mean, you will in terms of the series that release episodically. So the Mandalorian will cover a few months. A few months. I don't remember how many are exactly in the first season, but that'll happen. So I think you'll have new stuff in that, but not like brand new projects every single month. I would anticipate you'll probably get every quarter, you'll probably get something new at the very least. So every 3 months, and so on and so forth. When it really starts kicking in gear, when these Marvel series are in, that's when you're going to really just have all this stuff to just catch up on. But yeah, 6 a.m. is when it's all supposed to go live. You can download it on your computer, iPhones, Droids, whatever you use these days. I'm waiting for Hulu to release their plan. So yeah, that's the interesting thing there too, is we actually use Hulu Live, and we use that as our live, our cable option. So I'm wondering how that's going to build into that. But like I was saying earlier, we have Verizon, and thus the what did you call it? The unlimited plan, and thus we get it supposedly for free. We'll see what happens here. I guess we're kind of winding down our time here. Now, I do want to make sure that I promote a couple things, as we like to do on here. But if you have not been with us for a Disney Trivia Night, this Thursday night, I'm going to start, if we start doing this on a regular basis on Mondays, this will be the time when I reveal our theme for Disney Trivia Night, and you guessed it, it's Disney Plus. So that will be the themed questions for Disney Trivia Night. Make sure you're there on Thursdays at 7:15 p.m. Eastern Time, and then we'll send you on over to Mouse Talk right after that for some Disney discussion after our show as well. But there you can compete to prove who's got the best. And since you're here tonight, I'll give you a tip. You can win bonus points before the game even starts. If you're watching our videos that we put up, commenting on them, if you're maybe liking them, maybe sharing them out, all of that stuff has the potential to be, and we might even ask you a question about one of our videos. So if you've engaged in our content, you have a chance to win bonus points. Starts helping you that night in Trivia Night. But since you're here tonight, and since you're watching this video, you'll know that the theme is going to be Disney Plus, and you'll have a leg up on people. Two Real Geek says we use Hulu in the same way, but have commercial free, and I hope I don't lose that. We don't have commercial free, and we're fine with it, so we won't feel those effects of it, but we'll see. I drive, I hope and can't type, but I have you on every time you're on. Oh yeah, I appreciate that, I really do. Did you say when the Frozen 2 documentary will be on Disney Plus? P.S. I have Frozen fever again. Hey, look, everybody's got Frozen fever. I don't think it ever stopped for anybody. It may have slowed down, but everybody's got it. No, we did. I don't know when that documentary is dropping. I would imagine not until the movie comes out, so a couple weeks. But yeah. So anyway, but that's basically all I have for you guys tonight. If you haven't, please make sure you smash that like button and hit that subscribe and notification bell so you never miss a video from us. Disney Trivia Night on Thursdays, and make sure you check out all the other videos we have on our channel. That's all I have for you tonight, and we'll try to do this again hopefully in the near future. But until then, I'll see you real soon. Bye.